Underground dialogue. We gon' tell the truth. We ain't scared like a lot of y'all. Matters who they are. Do we bow? No, not at all. Dropping bombs on this wicked world, so it gotta fall. Underground dialogue. We gon' tell the truth. We ain't scared like a lot of y'all. Matters who they are. Do we bow? No, not at all. Dropping bombs on this wicked world, so it gotta fall. From the industry to the Oval Office, we expose the darkest motives of them all and disclose what the protocol is. Thinking and moving logical, stopping every maneuver possible, and apologizing for truth is not optional. We gon' help you with what you go through, reshape and mold you, and sweep over them weak lies they told you. If you living with no clue, we gon' deprogram the old you, and you get to keep your soul too.
What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino.
It's your boy Keesto.
And y'all are once again tuned into another episode of the Underground Dialogue Podcast where the name speaks for itself. Tonight, man, we on the duo. We're doing some duo action tonight once again, man. But I'm assuming that it is a lot to talk about, but we just don't know what's going on. We don't know nothing. We don't know nothing that's going on in this moment right now. But there are a few things that I kind of want to get at because we've been hearing little rumors and stuff circulating and all this different stuff going around. But what's tripping me out with all of the rumors about murder for hire plots and this person killed that person and that, it got me wondering and thinking, bro, because my mind, and I know your mind is not in that kind of mode. It's hard for me to believe that people really, really get down like that, like celebrities, like murder plot. If you got all this money, you got all this fame, what would make you want to risk it all to crash out? And it's different theories we can come up with. We could say, well, you know what? When they got that kind of money and power, it go to their head, make them think that they can get away with anything.
Untouchable,
you untouchable. I can make a phone call. I can do this and have you, and then that's a real thing, But also, I think about other things like if you are tied into something that you might not be able to get out of with somebody behind the scenes pushing you to do something, then that's another scenario. And then the third scenario could just be, you get drugged out, you on dope real bad, you just messed up in the head, you gone. So those are things that I could see why could be possible, but still, I'm still like, it's hard for me to process that. And with all this stuff going on, man, with this Diddy stuff and all that, and people so scared about what names are gonna surface whenever that time comes, man, it's a trip, man.
They put murder on him too.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. He was one of the people that was like multiple names have been thrown around, attached to him, and it's like like I said, I just can't fathom that. I guess from in our world, like, dude, it's like, is it that serious? But and we're not accusing nobody nothing because we don't know, but it just, we know that type of stuff does happen. It's regular people that's hiring folks to kill their husbands and wives and all that. So, for giving people $2,500 to do it, bump somebody. Yeah, right. So, so I can, while it's hard for me to believe, or it's hard for me to understand how a celebrity, when I was saying how they could do it when you got that kind of money and status, I'm not stupid enough to think that it can't be. So that's weird to me, man.
I was looking at how they did, like they got Dirk, how they been surveillance him, wearing wires and videos for like the last 2 years.
Man,
they had Doug for since 2015.
Yeah, man.
It's just, it's crazy that they going out like that, man. And that they feel like they got that much, like you said, that ego.
See, my deal always was, especially with rap, was that, dude, we get into this game to escape that side of life. You know what I'm saying? So when you get there and you got all this bread, it's like, man, why would you crash out? But like I said earlier, sometimes, man, the connection to that world be so strong. Like when you mention a lot of these younger rappers that's coming out the street, coming out that gang environment, the connection to their life be so strong that they can't just cleanly slide out like that, you know. So they would have to move to Europe somewhere.
Some of them done it.
Yeah, to truly escape. Yeah, so I can kind of see how they could still be kind of locked into it, but when you up on that multi-million-dollar billionaire status, you already should have been long past that. Then, if it turns out to be legit, then it 100% is either just a power play. You just feel like I got that kind of pull where I can do that, or like I say, or a combination. Because you messing around with these different drugs and all that, man. That can influence you to feel like you are untouchable, as you said, or greater than it. And then you start to develop a God complex where you feel like the power of somebody's life is in your hands. Yeah. And that's crazy to me, bro.
But a lot of times it's the age and the mindset. I even remember, like, if you look at T.I. now,
yeah,
when his partner got killed, he started stockpiling all those firearms. Yeah. There's no way he gonna shoot all them damn guns.
Yeah.
You remember when he got caught with all them guns?
Right.
80 of them.
Right.
Not thinking. You know what I'm saying? Having people just got enough money, got so much money, you don't know what to do with it, and then you just constantly want to buy more silly stuff. Man. And even when, like, what are you gonna do when you got the guns?
Yeah, and some people they feel like, okay, well, I'm gonna protect myself and all that, but it's like say and no individual in particular is in my mind, but when you got that much ammunition,
exactly,
it's like then you basically saying, I'm getting ready to teach my whole family how to shoot, which some people do, some people do, man. It just, for me, I just want us to get to a point where we can just start saying, okay, let's utilize these resources in a way that can work towards freeing all of us, freeing us.
Yeah.
Because we getting ready to go into a hour, man, that's gonna require our unity. It's gonna require us to really, really pull together. And everything that we see happening with Black folks is 100% against each other. Mm-hmm. Everything, whether it be the male and the female relationship, that dynamic, whether it be, like I say, just street dynamic, whether it be celebrities, like we just got through discussing, these conspiracy theories or these theories about how this person died, and that's like stuff that's just surfacing, that dots are just now starting to connect, man. It's like we wasting a whole lot of time on that type of BS, man, when in reality, man, we playing with time.
Yeah. I see even now, after Trump won, the women are getting mad at the men.
The Black women? Or just women in general?
They would say mostly women in general, but mostly Black women was getting mad at the men for voting for Trump, and not really trying to see Kamala in the office. And that's getting people one side against another side. Homes divided by this.
Yeah, we was already messed up. We showed them. See, my thing, man, I hate to see Black folks arguing over politics.
Yeah. That
just drives me crazy because my stance is always, whether Democrat, Republican, or anything in between, it has not improved our condition on a grand scale at all. It's like baby little movements here and there, and the motive behind whatever advancements that they've signed off on, I don't believe in their motive. I don't believe anything is ever done just out of the kindness and love in their heart. It's just to benefit them in some way, even for the next election or whatever. But I hate to see us arguing and breaking up and, like you say, dividing over politics, man. It's not beneficial to us in the long run, man. And it won't ever be. It won't ever be. So that's a tough one, man. But at the end of the day, or the beginning of the day, we seem to put more emphasis on these political figures than we do on God himself. It's like nobody really trusts God no more.
Which is crazy.
Because I don't see people arguing and hollering, and I ain't on no soapbox, man, because I ain't no preacher, but I don't see people hollering and fussing and arguing over, again, what's going to free us, or maybe they think that one of these candidates will, but I have to go by what history have already shown me. And historically, I don't see anybody that have ever took serious consideration into the plight of black people. So why would I think it's going to be different this time around? But it's a spell, man. We just under spell, man.
Yeah.
And people get mad at me all they want. We had these conversations about all that. They can get mad at me all they want, man. But I just fear that time is going to show that in this country that we making a big mistake and wasting a lot of time looking at these presidents as messiahs for us, when that's the opposite of what reality is, man.
Did you see Trump elected what's his name from Tesla?
Elon?
Yeah.
Into
office.
He gave him a spot. He gave him a spot in the cabinet. Yeah, I mean, it's like I say, man, it's like I don't know what his position will be or whatever, but at the end of the day, friends in high places and friends who can offer favor and benefit to individuals, that's always been the way of the world. They're gonna plug in. So hey, it's what it is. I don't think that nothing or nobody that gets plugged in is gonna contribute to saving this country, man. It's just what it is. But we have to also stop being surprised at any moves that get made by whoever's running this thing, whoever's sitting in that seat.
Yeah.
Because whoever's the president, they not really running nothing nowhere. But at the end of the day, we can't be amazed at whatever decision is made by who's sitting in the seat, because now it still perpetuates that dependence on them. We're waiting on somebody to make a decision that's gonna save us, when we could easily make a decision to save ourselves, man. But we so strategic. We've been so strategically separated from one another that it's gonna be a task, man.
Hard to do, man. Hard to do. So, what video you was shooting this weekend, man?
Man, shout out to my homies, Tragic. Tragic came down. He brought some homies. We brought the homie Nate the Great down with him. We had the photography guy.
Okay.
And shout out to Avery, who was the video guy. So he came down with his team, and we got some work in for the new project that we doing in Canada. It's called Path of Destruction. That'll be out probably the beginning of next year. But we shot a video with the homie Devin the Dude this weekend.
Shout out to Devin.
Yeah, shout out to Devin, man. Got to hang out with Devin really all last week and get a lot of work done. Then we culminated it with going to his show that he had that weekend, and it was dope, man. It was dope. So I think that when the people see these visuals in this new project that we got, they're gonna be ready for it, man.
How's the response to this one right here?
The response been great on the SPC album. I don't know if y'all can see it. The ties that bind us, man. South Park Coalition album. People been loving it, man. We haven't done any physical copies yet, but we do have the digital. It's out in the digital world, the digital spirit. So y'all make sure y'all get that South Park Coalition of Ties and Bind. The reception has been good.
Yeah.
Not trying to cap, but I kind of expected, that our fan base was gonna rock with it.
Yeah.
We really trying to do two or three things. We trying to reach out to our normal fan base. We're trying to reconnect with our old fan base, the people who was rocking with us back then that may not be as in tune as they was then, and or just life. Our crowd is older crowd, so. Yeah. Well, man, whatever happened to them boys? Well, they still doing it.
They right there, yeah.
And the third thing is to reach out to new people, who don't know. But good music transcends age demographics and all that stuff. So, man, we happy, man. We appreciate y'all with the responses that y'all been giving us for the project. The video, the title track, The Ties That Bind Us, is out.
Yeah.
And we getting ready to drop another video to the album in about a week. That's already done. So you know, we working, man. We working, you know.
And shout out to Point Blank. He had a birthday over the weekend.
Yeah. The Blankston, man. You know, boys getting up there, man.
I turned 88.
Boys getting up there, straight up. Well, no, he ain't turned 88 because I'm older than him. So if he 88, that makes me 90 around this bad boy. But nah, man, you know, it's just a blessing that we still out here, man, and people still care. I say that all the time.
It was some fire music though.
Yeah, that's the goal, man. That's the goal indeed, just to keep on putting out some music. I was chopping it up today. There's a shift gears a little bit. One of my homies in the gym, and he asked me about something that I had been kind of wrestling with, trying to figure out myself about 2 months ago. I was on a grocery store tour, and I was looking for some seeded grapes.
I
couldn't find them.
That's crazy.
Couldn't find them, bro.
Yeah.
I went to 3 or 4 different stores. I even went to, I ain't gonna just say no names because they ain't giving us no money.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I'm giving them money. But I went to a certain popular health grocery store.
Yeah, nothing.
Everything seedless.
That's crazy.
Everything seedless. I could not find seeded grapes to save the world.
Wow.
So my homie asked me today, he said, man, where can I find some seeded grapes? I said, I don't know.
Yeah.
I said, I have no clue, bro. So we got to just having that conversation about, you know, he was just saying, man, if it's seedless, it's GMO and all that.
You know what I'm saying? Everything modified.
Yeah. So somebody told me to try the farmer's market and this and that. And I was like, man, I want to, because I want to get back. I want to get back in the grape game, man. You know, so if anybody knows
some farmers market,
or just any way you can get some grapes with seeds in them, you know, just because you know, we've seen the seedless watermelon circulating around, but it's not as difficult to find watermelons with seeds.
Yeah.
You know, it's a guy around the corner from where I live. He posted up on the block daily, slanging seeded watermelons like he's slanging rocks. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't finding no grapes, bro.
That is crazy. I ain't even thinking about that.
Bro, you not finding no grapes. And he was an older guy. He was like, man, you know, just working out. He was coming to me. I was like, I can't help you, bro. I'm like, I don't know myself, man. So
they done took over, but I just quietly taking over.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's been in the making, man, for the longest.
Time,
that's
crazy.
As far as every type of food, they doing something to it, man.
Modified it.
Yeah, they doing something to it, and there's so many reasons why.
Overpopulation.
Yeah, well, money too. Yeah. You know, money is the key, but also, they're making people slowly make people sick, and the companies like Monsanto and different places like that, you know, they want to corner the market on any type of vegetables and produce and all that, any type of growing. You know, that's why they don't want you to do it yourself. That's why they want to sell the farmers the seeds and all this different stuff. Like, cause you know, they don't want that power and control to be in your hands. And it's crazy, man. It's so much stuff you got to deal with to live in this world that it's almost comical, man, on a daily basis. But what's even crazy is that we have gotten used to the madness.
Yeah.
We used to navigating through the mess and the madness. And we in 15 minutes, we done talked about murder hits, politics, and seedless food and GMO food, you know, and that's just 3 little things that go on in the world on a daily basis.
That's just killing people, man. You know, that's crazy, man. I didn't even think that. You just brought something in my head with the grape. Man, that's crazy.
And I put down about 5 different. I'll tell you, I went about 3 or 4 stores and they're like seedless. Yeah. And see, when we was young, it was like we wanted the seedless grapes because it was more convenient.
Exactly.
We thought that was a good thing, you know what I'm saying? I was seedless grapes, you know, it's like you thought it was a good thing, you know, and then they got to worry about spitting them out and all this different stuff. But, you know, once you get older, kind of, you know, gain a little information about it. And then there's some people that argue with you and say, well, man, you know, they're not really bad. I mean, the seed, you know, but, you know, I just feel like whatever fruits or vegetables that I consume, I want them to be natural.
Exactly.
You know, as natural as they can be, you know, in that form, man.
So you think about going back doing your own garden. The one thing about those people before us, my mama and them, all of them knew they all had gardens.
Yeah. Nah, man. I mean,
we ain't got nothing.
That was a skill that we had, you know, and it goes further back to slavery, you know, we knew all that, but that's a skill we've always had from the beginning, you know, as the knowledge on how to grow our own food and all that. But in this fast food society, in this world that moves so fast and everything is quick, instant gratification, it's like not only do we feel like we don't have time to we worrying about that and babysitting that, it's not even taught no more.
Yeah.
It's not even taught.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, so a lot of, even from our generation, don't even really know how to grow the simplest stuff, the simple things, man, easy stuff to grow, you know. So we don't even conceive that. You mess around and mention that, somebody might start laughing at you. Like, you know, why would I grow something I can go to the store and get it, you know?
I remember we were growing up, every Saturday morning we had to get out there and pull them weeds.
Yeah.
And they had to show you, we pulling the weed from the top, you got to get there by the roots.
Yeah.
And pull them up.
Yeah, because they ain't dead if you don't get them, you don't snatch them by the roots, you know, but and it's preventing everything from growing, man. Yeah. But I mean, this the world we live in, man, and it's tough because we look at our young people and things like agriculture are not even in their mind, you know. Exactly. It wasn't in I know it wasn't in my mind, you know. So these are things that I picked up on later on. So it got to be a new, it got to be a shift in terms of the curriculum. And I don't mean school curriculum. I'm talking about the life curriculum, survival curriculum. It needs to be a shift in that because a lot of these things that we're talking about, they're not going to be taught in the school. They weren't taught when we was in school. So the people that know have to instill that in the people that don't and say, hey, man, you know, time going to come when we can't go to Kroger. We can't go to H-E-B. It's going to be nothing there. It's going to be closed and boarded up. You know, so what are you gonna do if you're not able to, you know, to make something shake for yourself?
Food, yeah, stuff such like that. Like I remember you were telling me about the chicken, like how the chickens we look.
Yeah, we talk about that today too. That's crazy. We was having that same because I got a homie, man. They got a he lives on basically a farm and he grows, he raises chickens and things like that, man. And he was saying the same thing I was saying about how the chickens was outgrowing their own bodies and stuff. Yeah, man. Growing so fast because it's a money grab. It's like you got to get that bread. Yeah. But they don't care, man, you know, and they don't care nothing about that. We pay for our own suicide. Yeah. it's like the corporate, I'm like the food industry and all that and the drug industry, they are like the equivalent of Jack Kevorkian, you know, the suicide doctor who people go to him that want to die, and he would pay them they would pay him to kill them, you know. So it's like this whole industry is like a Dr. Jack Kevorkian type of entity, man, where we actually are paying them to kill us. Every time you go to one of these nasty places, man, you don't know what they're doing to stuff, man. It's like, it's just a slow suicide, man.
I wonder, I was looking at something the other day, me and my wife was at Walmart, and I'm wondering, can you remember when the beef was real bad? Now and they used to always tell you chicken is the alternative to more healthier. But now they pumping that chicken out like crazy. We was at Walmart, we seen they got a Mac, the Big Mac now got a chicken.
Yeah, they got a chicken Big Mac. I saw the commercial on it.
Anytime I see something like that, I say,
no, I don't.
Yeah, nah, buddy boy.
You can't trust none of it, man. I mean, we are degenerating physically and mentally. See, we don't think about the effects that food have on our minds. You know, the wrong food, just like the right foods can have the right effects on our mind. Everything it's a science to everything. It's a science. It's a negative science and a positive, meaning that there are things that just say a mad scientist that's experimenting on you to see what adverse effects something can have. Okay, that exists just like there's natural things that you can ingest and take in that will have a positive effect on your body and your mind. They do things as far as repairing and rebuilding and brain function. All these things exist in food if done the right way.
Yeah.
And we just know all we know is we eating.
Yeah.
I'm getting food and it tastes good. That's all we think about, but we don't know the science of food. And until we get that, then we're gonna forever be at the doctor, high blood pressure, diabetes, diagnosed with all these different things, man. So, that's where we at, man. That's where we at. But don't nobody really want to hear it because they feel like you taking something from them.
Yeah, or they Clout it with Ray J trying to kill Whitney.
Yeah. And I just, man, bro, I'm so scared. I ain't scared. That's just a figure of speech, but I'm just really thinking in my mind, like, dude, it's no way that people is really that low, man.
Yeah.
It's no way, but I know it is. I've been on this earth a long time. I ain't naive enough to not know that people, and like I said, I ain't accusing him or nobody else, but I just know, man, that people do things that you would be shocked that they did, bro.
Yeah.
And that messes my head up. That messes my head up. I can believe it more if the shot was called down by somebody high up in government. I can believe it then. It's like, it's the people who run that, it's like, okay, yeah, they'll do anything.
Yeah.
But I also know that they have been able to, over the years, impose and transfer their mindset into us. So now a lot of the things that they do, we do. Even if we do it on a smaller scale, even if we do get some money and power and start to do it on what we believe is a bigger scale, and it's still not a bigger scale, because when you talk about comparing a few little hits here and there, or some murder stuff, some sneaky stuff that somebody with a little money and power may do, it still don't compare to genocide.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
crazy.
Yeah.
We ain't able to we can contribute to genocide. Where say, okay, well, we killing our own people, that's genocide. Yeah, that's a form. It is genocide, but and it don't make it right. But them twos and fews don't add up to the big boss, who is the reason why, who's setting the stage for us to commit the little contributions to the genocide. But his is on a way bigger scale. Because his encompasses every category.
Yeah.
Every category. We get into some stuff with somebody and a rap beef for somebody, and then, okay, man, I can put 50 on his head and get rid of it. It's dumb and it's lightweight.
Yeah.
You ain't comparing, man.
Yeah,
You're not
they
comparing.
killing grandparents, babies.
Yeah, they killing generations.
Yeah.
And they putting a stain on generation. They killing your seed, and you just, so for future generations. So that's a different level. That's a different kind of scientist, man.
Yeah.
So, we just got to know what we up against. We walking around this planet not even really understanding who we are up against, who the enemy is. We just walk around like
it's all peachy.
It's all good. It's all good. Or we don't believe that it's bad as it really is. And again, and that goes back to why we continue to be in this little loop, this little voting loop, this little president loop that we in right now. We in an eternal. I ain't gonna say it's eternal because we winding down, but we in this president selection, this voting loop.
Yeah.
Because these presidents are already selected in a lot of cases, man. But we can't get out the loop, man. Can't get out the loop.
And it's the same play you ran over and over and over again, which is hilarious to me, because they do the exact same thing over and over again every 4 years.
Yeah, we caught up in it, man, and we fall for it. Same talking points, same arguments, same discussion, same
people getting mad at the next person for not. You don't want to vote for this one, then you ain't black.
Oh boy, yeah, man.
You ain't this.
And
he gonna kill the world.
Right. Oh no, he gonna kill the world. No, she gonna kill the world.
He gonna take our guns.
Yeah. No, she gonna take our right to do this. No, he's gonna. Yeah, everything is crazy, man, because it's fake policy. You know, it's all both sides, fake policy, man. And we get caught up listening to that stuff, man. So I mean, you know, we got a lot of work to do, and I don't know if we gonna actually do it because it's too many different thought processes, you know, scattered around.
Yeah.
That's gonna make it hard for us to really just lock in. So, like I say all the time, somebody gonna have to get left out the room while the real ones go in the room and figure this thing out. Yeah, and figure this thing out. Otherwise, it's gonna be all over, man. It's gonna be all over. But what I will say to people is, the people out say, well, what do we gotta do? What do we gotta do? Keep grinding, keep working. You know, don't stop pushing for yourself. Don't stop pushing for your family. Don't say, well, hey man, this thing is going collapsing anyway. I might as well give up. No, you keep doing exactly what you're doing in terms of trying to build and do everything you can to separate yourself from that pack. You know, you don't want to be in the crowd when the person throws the bomb into the crowd. You know, you don't want to be in. And if you know the bomb is coming, then you got two jobs. Your first job is to make sure you and your folks straight. And the second job is to alert everybody. Hey man, they getting ready to throw a bomb in this crowd. What time? I don't know, but it's gonna happen today. The festival is all day, so it could happen at noon. It could happen at 6 p.m. But y'all don't need to be there. So and that's the thing, man. You just got to keep on pushing, bro. Got to keep on pushing, man.
What's next for us?
For who? For us?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, what need to be next is unifying, bro.
Yeah. And if that's the main focus, we need to. Well, what's the first steps for that?
Well, I mean, the first step is to have a knowledge of who our enemy is and what the enemy is trying to do. It's like a war. Okay. So we got if we don't see a reason. Look, I just look up and see unity, the key to survive. If you don't see a reason for it, then there's no sense of urgency.
Okay.
We don't look at it like ain't nothing wrong. Everything is all good. But if we really knew what's being planned and plotted and schemed upon, if we really, really knew, then we would understand that it is a sense of urgency. But the problem is, it's too many of us that don't even believe. We like, man, people ain't doing nothing like that. Them folks ain't gonna do it. What you talking? Man, y'all too extreme and y'all crazy. Like it's like, man, you too trusting.
Yeah.
You too trusting, man. You know, it ain't nothing that you can't think of if you make something up that haven't been done.
Yeah.
Nothing. You say, oh man, they might try to poison this. You just make it, if nobody never heard, oh yeah, we can find some documentation of them poisoning people. Oh, they might try to set you up for this, mass incarcerate. Oh, we can definitely find documentation where they've done that. Oh, they're gonna contaminate the water sources. Oh, we can find, it's nothing you can come up and conceive in your mind that we can't find proof that it's been done. So why would we ever think that a president wouldn't lie? Why we ever wouldn't think that these things wouldn't happen, whatever it is, because we've seen it.
You know what I seen the other day that tripped me out? They were showing how they're developing these robots, right? They're supposed to be companions later on. So like they seem like they're making a division between the man and the woman real hard right now, real pumping, real hard now. And they put out to produce these robots that's gonna come in and try to take these people's place. And they've even made it to one. I seen one where they're able to actually to create life. You can get one like you can, it's like artificial insemination or something like that, where they can take your seed and boom.
So how the robot baby gonna look?
I have no idea. This is crazy to me. I think
because like you gotta have half human, half. I don't put nothing past. I did see where they had the robots where they have inserted so many different intelligent responses into the robot to where it don't matter what you talk about, this robot can give a response. Yeah. You know, it just, you want to talk about the game last night?
GPT.
Yeah, whatever it is, they can sit down and chop it up with you because they have created this division between man and woman and just individuals in general. So now they create these things that supposedly fill an emotional void. Like, you know, and there's some of us are falling for that because we say, oh yeah, man, you get me a little female companion. Cause you and I ain't talking about now we was talking about like the actual robot, metal. They got the simulated females that it's dudes really out there that's like, hey man, I'm gonna get me one of them because I ain't got to argue with her.
Yeah.
You know.
You do what I say.
Yeah.
Listen.
I can turn her off when I want to, you know what I'm saying? And these cats is really, really, really going for that, you know? So this is, I ain't no preacher, but this is the devil's work, man. This is the work of Satan.
Yeah, man. This is brand new. When they had Sodom
and Gomorrah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's taking away and interfering with the natural order of things. You know, our nature is to gravitate towards each other, you know, and companionship, the man to the woman, you know, even just the homies and the homegirls, you know. So if they're removing that aspect out of society, and I think the little robots, I think them boys hitting for about 30 racks. So that's the good thing because the average person ain't gonna be able to afford one. Y'all ain't gonna be able to afford one no way. I don't know how much the little sex dolls,
that's crazy.
The living sex dolls cost, but that's gonna be in the tens of thousands too. But man, I if Negroes can save up to get a car,
they gonna save up to get.
They gonna save up to get a little robotic Ronda.
One of the things they were trying to push is the robot will preserve your legacy because it'll remember everything you teach it, everything you said, and it'll be here after you're gone. So it can replay everything.
and they might program it to do that, but you don't know what the fate of that thing gonna be once you gone. Yeah, somebody might take it and take it apart or something. You know,
our woman down.
Yeah. So your legacy has always been something that is transferred through your own seed. You know, through your children, through your works. Yeah. Because you may not have the children, you may not have children at all, or you may have a bad relationship. Your children may hate you. You may not even. You may be estranged from them, but your works established your legacy. So now they got the John Williams Library. Okay, that's your legacy. Or this guy did you putting out music. That's your legacy. Your voice and it will always be heard. Yeah. So that's another way again of them taking control. It's like, dude, I don't need no robot. You know, my legacy might be on my computer. Right? like I don't need a robot to preserve that. But they so slick. They will offer a feature that they presented to you in a way like this is something to help you.
Yeah,
like, this thing will take care of everything for you. Like no, I'm good. I don't need all that.
We seen this movie before and we know how it ends.
Yeah, without it. Yeah, but that's some crazy stuff, man. Because again, you know, I believe. I really know, but I'm just gonna say I believe. See. The cats who run this world right now, who currently in charge of this world right now, they know that they on the way out. Yeah. They know it. Yeah. It's not even debatable. But on the same token, just by nature, any creature whose existence is being threatened will automatically do everything they can to fight for the preservation of their own existence. Yeah. No matter if it's a freaking roach. Yeah. If the light comes on and the roach sees you, the roach is, I'm trying to fight for life. Yeah. If you corner a cat If you, I don't care what it is, its nature tells it to survive as long as it can. So it's the same with people. So when you look at how the population is laid out and how the numbers are starting or not starting, how the numbers have been laid out in terms of people of color, it's a fight for survival.
Yeah.
It's a fight to preserve their population. So every move that's being made, trust me, the underlying, even if it's not being verbalized or presented openly, the underlying motive is for the preservation of themselves. So, we got to understand that we're not in no danger of extinction.
Yeah.
See, people would try to say all the time, oh man, black folks,
Yeah.
we keep on this pace, we're going to be extinct. Nah, we ain't going nowhere. Now, we foolish to be kidding each other and doing all the stupid stuff we doing, and a lot of unnecessary loss would take place, but we ain't going nowhere. You heard the man talk about babies, kids 30 years ago.
Multiplied.
Yeah, and that's a fact.
Everything we touch turn black.
Yeah, and it multiplies.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, this is a fight for survival, and if we become casualties because of the fact that we don't understand that, then that's going to be a bigger loss, man. So I ain't worried about that, but we can't fall forward to try to participate in it in terms of like, okay, you know what, hey, I guess I'll get me a robot. We don't need you don't need no robot.
Nah.
You just need, you and your family, you just need to put your work in, like I said, and establish your legacy and establish what we call eternal life through the right means of doing that. Through the right means of doing that. How come you think we talk about people who live 1,000 years ago, 5,000 years ago? Still talk about it because they did something in their short time, man. You know how small we are, bro? Do you know how limited our existence on this planet is, bro? And if you live to be 99, like we just lost Quincy Jones at 91, by this world standards, that's a good life.
Yeah.
But take 91 years out of the whole totality of time, and it don't even register. Yeah. It's like a microscopic molecule floating through the whole freaking universe.
I remember you making that analogy last week about the plane and how big it looks like when we in the airport. We see how big that is, but then when you look up in the sky, how small that thing is.
Yeah. And then you take the sky itself into consideration. It's like, bro, we in a universe that's so huge, bro. That's so huge. The human being himself, we are tiny, bro.
Yeah.
We are tiny in relation to the size of the planet Earth, in relation to the size. If you take a grain of sand in relation to the beach, that grain of sand, you take the beach in relation to the city that the beach is in, us in relation to the planet Earth, the Earth in relation to the sun.
Yeah.
You could put like 1 million Earths inside the sun. That's how big the sun is. But they got other stars, because the sun ain't nothing but a star.
Yeah.
They got other stars that you could put 2,000 of our suns inside that star. That's how big that, it's just bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So, and all this is inside of a universe that's holding that makes that star look tiny. So we little, man. We little, and we only here for a snap, man.
Yeah.
So to be able, through all that, to be able to still make a mark where you at, where we are, bro, that's game change. That's something that we all need to be striving for, because we talked about my homegirl, Miss Fine as Wine, the other week, the other episode, and we shout out and showed some love, but some things happened that kind of just gave me, that reinforced what I had been seeing all my life with different people when they pass away, bro. People gonna talk about it for a few days, for a couple of weeks, and then life goes on. And nobody really, really, really cares like that.
Yeah.
Only a few people close to you, a few people that kind of care, but life goes on, and life should go on.
Yeah.
But it's a context that we miss in that because you see how people really think about you. Like they did the benefit for sister, and I heard they did another one. I hope it went better than the one, but they did the benefit, and a lot of the people that I used to see with her all the time wouldn't even there. You know, I talked about this another time, but that bothered me. Yeah, because I'm like, wow, you know, you get to see it. You really get, those who remain get to see it. She don't get to see it, you know. And it'd have been like heartbreaking to see, like, man, really though, this how y'all felt about me
the whole time.
Like the whole time, nobody came, nobody. So you got to rock it out, bro. You got to rock it out the best you can, because outside of your immediates, man, it's a wrap. Even with celebrities, it don't matter who it is. They'll get the bigger you are, the bigger your headline will be. They'll talk about it all that day, into the next day, couple of weeks, and then it's a wrap. You know, then you live on through whatever it is you living through,
or how you die.
Yeah, and don't let nothing, the slightest little blemish be on your name. You know, because they gonna bring up all that. You know, like Kobe. Well, in 2004 he got cut. It's like that's what they do. So man, you know, we got to wake up and understand that it's only a few people that love you out there. And some people may say, oh man, ain't nobody love me. You might really feel like being in that mode, you know, but the object is to do your best to give what you would want to get. Give what you would want to get, man. If somebody that, you know, I'm gonna go out and support this. I'm gonna go out, you know, give what you would want to get, and that plants, you know, positive seeds. But don't be fooled by this world, man. Don't be fooled by all of the things that people will say to you in your presence. Because people will say things in your presence that hype you up, but then, keep on Keesto, my dog, boy. And then as soon as you leave there, man, we'll tell you about it. I'm gonna wait till you leave. Like, what? You know, it's like, but that's how it is, you know, and it's a lot of Hollywood mentalities that go on far outside of Hollywood. Yeah. Just a Hollywood mentality. People will say things and give the impression that they rock with you in a moment. Yeah. But they really don't. You know what I'm saying? We talk about this all the time, like, you know, people that, hey man, I'm gonna come on your show.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, where you at? You know, but and that's lightweight stuff. You know, that's a little minor stuff, but it's a principle involved in it. Yeah. You know, it's a principle involved in it. And we got to, straight up, you know, that we got to keep in mind, man. So you move the way you want to be moved on. Yeah. You know.
I remember like a flip side of like when people give you all the love while you're here, and then when you're gone, what about they don't give you no love while you're here, and then all the love when you're gone? Someone like George Floyd, you know, they didn't give a damn about Floyd the whole time. Then right as soon as he dies, how you died determines on how they happen. Because now he's a martyr.
Right. And then in the case of Big Floyd, it's more so too. It's a high profile death.
Yeah.
So if Floyd would have just, you know, had a natural cause type of situation, a stroke or something, then okay, it'd have been okay, whatever. But when it's high profile, a lot of times people want to latch. People who barely knew him are going to latch on and have try to create some type of connection to an individual. Say like with Screw or whoever you name, I'm going to latch on to him just because I did meet him 2 times. You know, he didn't know me. He said he called my name from across the street one time, so he know. But that's a good point, because it's the same principle. And the people who did rock with you and loved you and was really, really with you, they take offense to that when they see people do it. Like, exactly. I ain't never seen this fool here before.
Like, I can't even go into your funeral because it's so packed. I gotta buy tickets. People gotta act like I know, you know, all this weird stuff.
Yeah. You know, and if you come in to pay respect and show somebody love, okay, that's cool. But I made a video on my YouTube channel where I was talking about how, you know, it bothers me. One of my pet peeves is how people like to make things about them. I'm every situation I got to somehow roll it back to make it be about me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And like, so, we talk about, me and my homie Greek, we was talking about how, somebody passed away. It might be at the wake of the funeral, and then the man said, okay, anybody that has any words, 2 minutes. Yeah. And it's always somebody gonna want to speak for 19 minutes. Yeah. And they got to tell you how special they are or were to the person. Yeah. Well, y'all didn't know Calvin I know Calvin. Man, Calvin had that person loved Calvin. That person loved, everybody had love for Calvin. You ain't no different. Yeah. And the ones that are different, them the ones that don't even be really talking like that.
You know what's crazy? I was just saying that the other day about somebody that I know. Every conversation that they have, it all comes back to every time. Like it was funny because they was making this conversation like this. Well, my son just made the honor roll. Lil Derek just made the honor roll. Yeah, I remember when my daughter made the honor roll. Right. Yeah, I know the feeling because she's make the honor roll all the time. Couldn't just say congratulations to your son.
Can I have my moment? We are not talking about your son. That's a perfect example because that's exactly what people do. It's like that when it comes down to people being secretly in competition with you. It's like they got to match or one up whatever you say. It's like, just like you say, if you tell me, hey man, my son, he just got a scholarship. Oh man, that's what's up, right? Exactly. That's what it should be. Yeah. Now in my mind, I might think, well, yeah, my son got a scholarship too. Yeah. But this ain't the time and place. If you wanted to be about you in that moment, you should have brought up your son's scholarship first. Yeah. Now if you ask, hey man, how's your boy doing? Yeah. Hey, well, that you mentioned, my son just got a scholarship. But to just bust out, yeah, man, it's like people are in secret competition with you, and they find a way to make even misery. You can't even have a bad moment. You say, oh, yeah, man, I lost my job, and then, man, my wife just left me. Yeah, man, I remember when my wife left me, man. I mean, it's like, I can't even have my misery by myself.
Yeah. I was tripping out because I was just noticing that. I like the whole conversation. They say one thing. Yeah, I remember when I did that. Yeah. I was like, man, that is crazy. And then if you don't remember that, you have nothing to say about it.
Because of two things. Yeah. In a good moment, people want to get high off of the praise and the accolades. Mm-hmm. And in a bad moment, people want to get high off the sympathy. That's all it is. So if something's going bad, for that person, that's why people put all their business on Facebook and on social media all the time, because it's a matter of sympathy. I see it every day. Yeah. Every day, somebody is posting something that we should have no knowledge of about their life. Talking about they disrespectful children, talking about they child molesting uncle, talking about this and that, and they post this talking about their relationship, how messed up the dude was, what he did, what she did, and it's like, and you scrolling, so you can't help but come across it. Yeah. But the first thought comes in my mind is like, I shouldn't even know this about you. Exactly. I should not even know this about you. And now it distorts your view of people when you see them in person, because now that's like the first thing, speaking for myself, that's the first thing I think about when I see you. Yeah. Now I'm like, man, because I'm thinking about not only the fact that you put it out there, but I'm thinking about the way, the words, that how you worded it. You was going in, you was calling them all kind of this and that, and it's like, man, I'm seeing a side. It's like, so then you come around me, hey, how you doing, man? How you doing, brother? It's good as that. Like,
snake gonna be a snake,
like, dude, and it just like everything about your life is not to be put out in front of the world. Yeah, it's just not, and it that bothers me, because I'm like, dude, that same person you going in on, y'all gonna make up later on tonight. Yeah, and now y'all done said all this crazy stuff about each other, turning turning y'all's people against the other one, only for y'all to get right back together.
Yep.
Which, if we never knew that, if you never put that out there, y'all could have had this knockdown, drag out argument in the privacy of y'all own world, and we wouldn't have never knew. Y'all show up at the party and holding hands and kicking cans, and it's like, hey, okay, that's cool. Quit putting people in your business all the time.
It's crazy. Man, I seen, when you said, I seen this post the other day where it looked like the girl was mad at her dude because he was moving on to some other dude. He was moving with some other lady, and so she posted him naked, laid out in her bed, saying he don't never had this problem when he sleep. He sleep like a log, and with me in the bed. And the dude like, can you put that shit down?
Yeah.
But she thinking in her own mind, don't fuck with me. Yeah. Don't mess with me, because this is how it is. But little by little, they're gonna be right back in the thing. How can you, as a man, go back to something like this? That'll throw you. That's like people that are caught up police on you.
And then you got, like I say, what you said, if a person does something vindictive like that, they really, really, really still have strong feelings for that person. As twisted as they might be, they still got feelings for that person, and they want that person back. Yeah. So the point is, you think that's gonna get him to come back? It's like, if you want the person back, take a different kind of approach. Don't take the approach of, I'm gonna humiliate, I'm gonna show him, I'm gonna show her. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because dudes do that too. Dudes be on some of the things I see some of these guys do, man, in these relationships, and some of the things they say about these women, and the way they try to embarrass. It's like, dude, man, it's shocking. Yeah, that's the word. I'll be, my jaws drop like, dude, I can't believe that your sensitivity levels are that heightened, that you that weak, that you resort to playing the game, resort to going that low in terms of retaliating and man.
Posting videos
and pictures and telling things about the person that was that y'all shared in confidence with each other, that y'all shared in y'all good moments. All this stuff. When she told you that, hey, I was violated by my own father, and when you was laying there, when she told you, was like, oh, baby, I'm sorry that happened. I'm gonna protect you. I'm gonna make sure nothing like that. And then when y'all get into it, that's why your daddy touched you. You're like, oh, man, come on, bro. So it be those types of things where we gotta rise above our emotions in a moment, man, because in a moment, it's like I say, it's like hitting the send button. In the moment you can say something that you can't retract. Yeah. And it's too late. And you trying to, if a person says something to hurt you, you ain't got to try to say nothing to hurt. I know you wanna get your get back, because it's like, because that's a sign of maturity when you can say, okay, you know what? Yeah, you said that. Nah, it's a lot that I couldn't say about you. Yeah, but I ain't gonna do that. Yeah, I ain't gonna go there. Exactly. But that's the world we live in. But hopefully, what we talking about now will serve as a lesson to people that's watching this, to kind of let this be like a class, man. Because we got to stop doing that to each other. We really the only ones that do that. Exactly. Other people don't really do that as much. I can't say they don't do it at all. But we are like the kings and queens of trying to destroy each other in bad moments. You're trying to destroy each other, man. It's like dirty, man. But if it ain't nothing else, we can move on that note, man. Just keep on subscribing to the podcast. Share these videos. Yes, because on nights like this, y'all know when we have a guest, it's always gonna be some game drop. Everybody that have ever come through here, man, they always drop game. Exactly. In some form, whatever fashion they do it in. We sit here and just be like learning, like, man, that's strong. Yeah. But on nights when it's just us, we try to do the same thing. We try to keep that whole thing going like that. So y'all share these videos, and we wanted to get up live for y'all. We gonna work on it. We gonna get that together so y'all can interact
There we go.
Nights like this. And when we have a guest, y'all can interact.
Yeah, we working on it.
Yeah, it's coming. Yeah. It's coming, man.
Believe me, we are building behind these scenes.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Without a doubt. You're going to see what's coming on next year. We're going to have some stuff for you, man.
And yeah, we're going to have a talking turtle.
Screwed up talking
turtle. You're going to be sitting right here. We're gonna be talking. We're gonna have all kinds of things going on. Everybody that's subscribing to the channel, man, we appreciate y'all the love. We growing.
Yes, sir.
And we got more to grow. We got a lot more coming, man. So y'all stick with us, man. Yeah. Clean up. It's your big brother K-Rino.
And it's your boy Keesto.
Underground Dialogue Podcast where the name speaks for itself.
We out there.
We out. Imagine that, boys. What's up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. And check this out, man. The Underground Dialogue Podcast is offering advertising opportunities, man. You can promote your business, you can promote your video, your song, whatever it is that you have, man. Reach out to us if you're interested in promoting on the Underground Dialogue Podcast. All you got to do is email us at undergrounddialoguepodcast@gmail.com. Get it. What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. I'm proud to announce that I'm a new brand ambassador to this new brand of clothing and shoes called Volage. Y'all make sure that y'all support this. It's already available. Houston-based company, straight out the A's. Look at the quality of the packaging itself. We ain't even got to the shoes yet, man. And this is just one pair of shoes, one design. They got all kinds of dope designs of shoes that you guys can choose from. Go to volage.biz and find your order, find what you want. Wide selection to choose from, male and female items, and I'm proud to be a part of it, man. Community workers, versatile products, Volage, manufactured in Italy. Look at the quality of this box, man. Y'all don't know what it is, man. Catch y'all later on. Peace.
We level legit clothes, so get used to people asking you, yo, where you get those? Say we wear Volage. We showing up. We wear Volage. Next brand blowing up.